High in the mountains of Japan, old secrets are sleeping. These secrets aren't buried underground. They're right there in front of us, but still mysterious. They are the Japanese megaliths, like silent stone guards watching over time. These old buildings, some thousands of years old, still fascinate and puzzle researchers. What were they for? Who built them? We don't know for sure. Join us as we explore the heart of Japan. We'll investigate these mysterious structures and try to figure out their secrets. From the tall stone formations of Asuka to the strange underwater structures of Yonaguni, we'll look into a world of ancient wonder. We want to uncover the truth behind these megaliths and what they mean for understanding old Japan. Get ready to be amazed by how clever and artistic the ancient Japanese people were. They left behind more than just stones. They left behind a mystery, a challenge for us to understand their past and learn about their lost civilization. Our journey starts now, with our first step into the unknown. No one knows for sure where Japan's megaliths came from, and this mystery has led to many different ideas among scholars. Were they used to look at the stars, carefully lined up with the sky? Some researchers think so, because of how certain stones are positioned compared to the stars. Others think they were places of worship where ancient people honored their gods. Ceremonial objects found at some sites make this idea seem possible. Some people even think they have a connection to ancient burial practices. Tombs and skeletons found near some megalithic sites hint at a possible link between these structures and the afterlife. Were they doorways to another world? Or maybe monuments to important ancestors? Each idea gives us a little peek into a very old past. But without real proof, these ideas are just ideas. We still don't know the real purpose of Japan's megaliths. This challenges us to look deeper into archaeology and cultural records for answers. As we explore more, we need to keep an open mind, thinking about all the possibilities and letting the stones themselves guide us. All across Japan, from the northern island of Hokkaido to the south of Okinawa, stand silent reminders of a long-ago past, the megaliths. These structures, different in their shapes and sizes, all share a common mystery. They range from single standing stones to complex arrangements of boulders and carefully carved rocks, each one whispering stories of a time long gone. In the Asuka region, the center of ancient Japan, we find some of the most puzzling examples. Huge stone structures like Ishibutai Kofun, a giant burial mound with huge granite slabs on top, make us wonder at their size and how they were built. The mysterious rock formations of Masuda Iwafuni, with their perfectly cut rooms and exact angles, are also hard to explain, leading to lots of ideas about how and why they were made. Meanwhile, on the island of Yonaguni, underwater, are structures that some believe are man-made. The Yonaguni Monument, a series of underwater formations that look like platforms, walls, and even a pyramid, has started arguments about a possible lost civilization older than any we know. Whether natural or man-made, these underwater ruins make us imagine a time when the world was a very different place. Looking at how these megalithic structures were built shows us how clever and skilled the ancient Japanese people were. Moving huge stones, some weighing many tons, across long distances and putting them in exact positions would have taken a lot of planning, teamwork, and people. How did they do it without modern technology? There are lots of ideas, from using rollers, levers, and ramps to clever systems of ropes and pulleys. Some researchers even think the ancient builders used water like floods and canals to move the giant stones. The precision of how some of the stones fit together, without any mortar or cement, shows their advanced understanding of geometry and engineering. The carvings on some megaliths give us another look at their craftsmanship. Detailed designs, often showing spirals, circles, and animals, were carefully etched into the hard rock. These carvings, made with simple tools, show the patience, skill, and artistry of the ancient people. How they made such precise carvings with such limited tools is still a mystery that researchers are studying. Japan's megalithic structures, while special in their own way, are similar to ancient buildings in other parts of the world. From the pyramids of Egypt to the stone circles of Stonehenge, people seem to have always liked building big things with stone. Comparing these structures can teach us about the practices, beliefs, and knowledge of ancient cultures. Using big stones to build is a common theme in many megalithic cultures. Whether it was to create something huge and lasting or because they believed in the power of stone, the importance of this material is clear. The astronomical alignments in some Japanese megaliths are also seen in other ancient sites like Stonehenge and Newgrange in Ireland, suggesting a shared interest in the stars. But there are also regional differences. Japanese megaliths often have unique features like keyhole-shaped burial mounds and carved stone chambers not found anywhere else. These differences show the diversity of human ingenuity and the different cultural expressions that shaped these ancient buildings. By studying both the similarities and differences between these sites, we get a better understanding of ancient civilizations. Over thousands of years, the real origins and purposes of Japan's megaliths have become mixed with myths, legends, and folktales. These stories, often about supernatural beings and amazing events, give us a look into the beliefs and imagination of the people who lived near these ancient structures. One common theme in Japanese mythology is that megaliths are connected to gods or supernatural beings. Local legends often say they were built by oni, powerful ogres, or teng, mischievous mountain goblins, giving these sites a feeling of mystery and otherworldly power. For example, the legend of Amano Iwato tells of a time when the sun goddess Amaterasu hid in a cave, making the world dark. Light was only restored when she was lured out with a sacred dance in the reflection of a mirror on a sacred stone. Other stories tell of hidden treasures buried under these ancient stones, guarded by spirits or mythical creatures. These stories, probably based on folklore, show how culturally important these sites are and how they still capture our imagination. By studying these myths and legends along with archaeological evidence, we can better understand the relationship between ancient people and the megaliths they left behind. Myths and legends give us interesting glimpses into the past, but it's through the careful work of archaeologists that we can really start to understand Japan's megaliths. Digging at these sites has uncovered many artifacts, giving us valuable clues about the people who built and used them. Broken pottery, tools, weapons, and even human remains have been found in and around these structures. These findings teach us about the daily lives, burial practices, and technology of the ancient Japanese. For example, finding Jomon period pottery, thousands of years old, at some megalithic sites suggests that these structures were used during a time when Japan was changing from a hunter-gatherer society to a farming way of life. Studying these artifacts, along with techniques like radiocarbon dating, helps archaeologists create a timeline of these structures, showing when they were built, how they were used, and when they were abandoned. Each new discovery helps us understand the role these megaliths played in the lives of ancient people and their importance in Japanese history. Studying Japan's megaliths gives us a fascinating look into the world of ancient civilizations. These structures, silent witnesses to time, make us rethink what we know about how clever and advanced our ancestors were. They show human ingenuity, creativity, and the desire to connect with something bigger than ourselves. The fact that these megaliths have survived for centuries, or even millennia, speaks to the skill and knowledge of their builders. They knew about engineering, astronomy, and social organization, which allowed them to build these huge projects. The artistic carvings and symbolic imagery on some megaliths suggest a rich spiritual life and a deep connection to nature. By studying these structures, we learn more about the diversity and complexity of human history. They remind us that our planet is full of stories waiting to be told, and that the past is not just something that happened, but a story made up of countless lives and civilizations. The megaliths of Japan, with their mystery and grandeur, invite us to explore our shared human heritage and to be amazed by the achievements of those who came before us. Today, Japan's megaliths still capture our imaginations, attracting visitors from all over the world who want to experience their ancient mystery. They stand as silent guardians of a distant past, reminding us of the power of human creativity and our connection to those who came before us. When we stand before these ancient stones, we think about how much time has passed and the lasting legacy of human history. It's important to protect these sites not just for their history and culture, but also because they might hold more secrets of the past. Ongoing research, new technology, and teamwork between different fields of study might reveal even more about these mysterious structures and the people who built them. By continuing to study and protect these sites, we make sure that future generations can also see their grandeur and learn from the wisdom of ancient civilizations. The megaliths of Japan, full of mystery and legend, are lasting symbols of human ingenuity and our fascination with the unknown. They challenge us to look beyond what we know, to question what we think is true, and to embrace the wonders of the past. As we continue to explore these ancient stones, we are on a journey of discovery, uncovering not only the secrets of ancient Japan, but also learning more about ourselves and our place in human history.